Is there a God? That is a question that must be answered. But it cannot be answered based upon personal opinions or feelings on the matter, for that is completely subjective, and thus, in the end, it's unreliable. Obviously, not everyone believes in God. But what does the evidence show? Would it surprise you to know that the evidence for the existence of God, the God of the Bible, is absolutely overwhelming? Consider it for yourself. What is the only reasonable conclusion to the following lines of testimony? First, consider the law of cause and effect. Basically, this states that every material effect must have an adequate cause that existed before the effect. If you found your house crumbled to the ground, you could not blame it on the mosquito that you found flying over the debris. That would not be an adequate cause. Something quite substantial would have to cause that to happen. Would that also be true of our universe? Do you know that there are over 100 billion galaxies in our universe, and each galaxy, like our Milky Way, has over 100 billion stars in it? Would a tiny ball of matter, smaller than a proton, be able to bang big enough to adequately cause this massive material universe that we cannot even completely see, yet alone explore? No, that would not be an adequate cause. There must have been an original cause substantial enough to bring about the effect that is here. Second, consider the law of biogenesis. Basically, this states that life in the material universe comes from previous life of its own kind. This has been proven over and over, and science itself has shown that life never arises except from life. It is evident that life is now here. You yourself are evidence that life is now here. Where did it come from? It could not have come from non-life. That's what the law of biogenesis proves. Therefore, the origin of life on earth points back to an original life giver. Who, not what, could that be? Third, consider the law of rationality. Basically, this states that one must only draw and accept conclusions that are warranted by clear evidence. Specifically, think about the matter of design. If there is design, that demands the conclusion that there is a designer. A watch demands a watchmaker. A painting demands a painter. The design that is evident in the earth, the universe, and the human body is millions of times more complex than a watch or a painting. What conclusion does that evidence warrant? What is the rational explanation? Doesn't that design also demand a designer? It is not rational to state that the intricate design around us is not by design. There is no other explanation for the substantial amount of evidence than this conclusion: there is a God. This is not merely an opinion. The laws of science substantiate that a random event involving an explosion of non-living material is not a rational explanation for this universe or life we possess. But the God of the Bible, the Creator, is a rational explanation. He is the only true God.